The Director of Information Defense Headquarters, Major General Chris Olukolade, says that necessary deployment of troops and equipment is ongoing to reverse all recent violation and breach of security by terrorists and criminals operating in parts of the country. General Olukolade adds that coordinated air bombardment is already yielding required results in the mission to repel the attacks on citizens, especially in Adamawa and Borno states, as land forces are also conducting mop-up operations to apprehend retreating terrorists. According to him, the focus is now on deployment of troops and necessary equipment to reverse all recent violation and breach of security by terrorists and others operating in parts of the country.
And as the military embarks on a journey of repelling attacks by insurgents, the people of Gombe State, also in Nigeria's northeast region, are hoping that that normalcy will be restored after the bomb blast that left scores of people dead. They hope that the normalcy will be sustained. Debris from the blast are being cleared and business activities are reported to have resumed. The state government has assured people in the state that the medical bills of injured people will be taken care of.
Life is gradually returning to normal at the Gombe Central Motor Park. The debris from last week's bombing has been cleared, and various transport owners' vehicles are at the terminals waiting for commuters traveling within and without.
Normalcy has returned to go around the park, and we have evacuated the bound buses in order to, provide a conducive environment for our operations.
To avert a recurrence in the future, the motor park's management has introduced elaborate security checks at the main entrance of the park to ensure that people are properly screened before gaining access into the park.
The security are trying their best, and then they are assured that they make sure that every onlookers, everything that is seen to be in order, they will try to keep it away. So the security men are trying their best.
As the injured continue to recuperate at the Federal Medical Center and the State Specialist Hospital, government has assured them that their medical bills will be settled.
The state government is directed by His Excellency, and he has also directed that all their bills for medical treatment will be borne by the state government. And then, as I learned, he is also trying to assist the families of the bereaved. He has also visited those injured in our two hospitals, that is the Federal Teaching Hospital and the State Specialist Hospital. He has personally visited them and assured them of his government support.
A triple bomb attack on the motor park on Friday last week left several people dead. The scars may linger for a while, but the people are already picking up the pieces of their lives.
We'll take a break now on News Track.
Of course, when we return, we'll be looking at stories as reactions continue actually to trail the defection of the Speaker of the House of Representatives from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressives Congress.
And also survivors of a blast in Yaya, that's a twin bomb blast that happened much earlier this year, are appealing to the federal government to speed up their medical bills, their medical expenses and other assistance promised them during the time.
Please join us again.
If you want to know what's trending or you miss your favorite live shows, you can watch it all on our YouTube channel. Simply log on to www.youtube.com/channelsweb. Scroll down to your favorite program and click play. You can also view all uploaded videos by clicking on View All. Don't forget to subscribe and get the latest videos. If they are interesting, like them and be heard. Get connected with the channel's television YouTube page. The news at your fingertips.
Welcome back. Right now, a quick reminder that all our top stories can be found on our website. It's channelstv.com and youtube.com/channelsweb. Visit m.channelstv.com if you're on the go to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows from your respective stores.
And after that, you can also interact with the Channels Eyewitness feature on our Android, iOS, and Windows 8 platforms. So if you have pictures and videos that you'd like to share with us, tap the application on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and follow the instructions.
Now, even as the Gombe state government promises to pick the bills of injured victims of the blast, some of the victims of a blast, this time in Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital territory, are appealing to the federal government to fulfill its promise of taking care of their medical bills. At about 6:45 a.m. on the 14th of April this year, 2 bombs exploded at a crowded bus station in Nyanya, killing at least 88 people and injuring over 200. Some of the victims told Channels Television that government is yet to fulfill its promises to alleviate their sufferings. In this report, the victims recount their experiences and areas where they expect assistance from the government.
For my leg here, they're supposed to do me surgery.
36-year-old Ayuba Ibrahim is one of the unfortunate Abuja residents hit by the Nyanya bomb blast. He has received medical attention at the Maitama General Hospital but was discharged a few months ago. With his crutches, he manages to work as medical experts have asked for further medical checks. But how can he afford that when feeding comes only from kind gesture of friends and relations?
They took me to National Hospital. Since I've been receiving the treatment. So for my leg here, they're supposed to do me surgery. So they now discharged me. Since doctors went on strike, I came back. I was still in the hospital. So my doctor now discharged me on the 9th of September and asked me to see him on the 25th of September. So I still went on that 25th. Wanted to see whether they were still admitting me for my surgery. Still, my doctor now told me that what they require for my surgery and the hospital that have not approved it. So he still asked me to go back. So since then I go back at their house. I've been suffering.
Same is the story of Adeye Busayo, who lost his car and a friend at the Nyanya April 14 bomb blast. Adeye also lost his sight.
My sight, as you can see, the redness of the sight, once the sun sets, my ability to see is completely impaired. So, and aside of the severe burn and some deep cut I had in my stomach and my right hand, so life has been miserable because of the trauma and the agony I'm going through. Those who knew me very well before, each time they see me, they were wrong with your height. I keep telling them my all this and all that. And at the hospital, I complained this severely to them before I was discharged. They said they gave me too high drop. And I told them this is not how my sight was before the incident. They felt less concerned. They said I should just go in as much as I can walk and all that. And as I'm talking to you now, my chest and this my right legs, I've been feeling serious pains. Pains that, in fact, it's only God. At times at night, I barely sleep.
Many others affected by the bomb blast complain of neglect by government.
Calling on the government. Good government, they have been trying, but they should please look upon us with the eyes of mercy. We have actually spent a lot. Like somebody that is actually looking for a job like me, I graduated 2000. With masters, I'm still looking for a job. And I decided to go into tailoring. Now the money is gone, treating myself. So I'm just starting again. If there's anything they can do to help us, please, they should do. And I believe God will help them.
If you ask each of them, each and every of them, they'll tell you that they've been neglected. What really champion this thing is life after the blast. Are they really living or they are existing? You understand me? And most of them are just existing. Because these are Nigerians that have been trying to construct life or dreams for themselves and their family. Most of them today, those dreams have been cut short because of the way they are and the injuries they've been suffering, even the psychological traumas they've been going through.
While efforts have been made to prosecute perpetrators of the crime, innocent citizens who have borne the brunt of the dastardly acts of terror are hopeful